press it?
I did, but I could pause it.
Gianni.
Holy Spirit, you know, had the people. He was on a waiting list or something for class? So you don't get another class?
Because this one takes so long. That's why. I went to press it and I thought about it.
We're good, bro.
It's on.
Gotta click this on. God. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahawikak
Right.
Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth, and greetings and salutations to all you sincere Akim of the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth are pushing this gospel in sincerity and in truth. All right, there's going to be another live show. We're going to go with the spirit. Basically, in the wake of a report coming out, it's been all over the world now that they decided to basically move the hand of the doomsday clock 2 minutes till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so basically, what that's showing you is Esau knows that the day of his doom is at hand.
Right.
Okay, and for wishful thinking on their part, they hope that they can push back the hands of time, and try to prevent from this particular destruction happening. Well, just like you can't turn back the hands of time, you can't turn back the day of your doom.
Right.
Okay, you can't do it, man. Okay, the Lord, he actually appointed your day. He appointed the doom of you so-called white people, your whole empire, your infrastructure, your society. He already appointed. It's already written, man. Okay, so you can't turn back the day of your doom. You can't turn it back, man. Okay, you can't turn back the missiles. You can't turn back your economy collapsing. The plagues and pestilence that the Lord's getting ready to bring on you, you can't turn none of that back, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And your clock is different from our clock.
Right.
All right? Your clock, all right, because what you judging by is the anxiety of the nations concerning nuclear warfare.
Yep. But that ain't
our
the
clock
end
is,
all be all. Right.
Yeah, that's not the end all be all. See, our clock, we go by what the prophecy says, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody get 2nd Ezra 9.
Yep.
This is how we tell our time. 2nd Ezra 9.
I got some up in there.
This 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And how do we measure the time diligently? What's our doomsday clock? The prophecies, man. The signs.
World War III. Mark of the Beast.
You know what I mean? Like, the scriptures already give you an idea on what to look for to know that the Lord is, the day of the Lord is near. Okay? The Lord personally, he taught it to his disciples. You had the men of old, the prophets of old, they prophesied about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And now these things are slowly but surely coming to pass, man. Okay? Keep going.
And when thou seest part of thy signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, when you see the things that the Lord spoken by the prophets, when you start seeing these things come to pass, then you shall know that it's that very time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to know it's midnight when all hell breaks loose. When the streets are shut down, when the mark of the beast is instituted, when people are dying left and right by the millions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this destruction after destruction, disaster after disaster, disease after disease.
Hey, if I may make a quick interjection, bro, and that's a lot closer than you people think. You know, the way it sounds like, oh, we ain't gonna see million. No, one earthquake could take out 1 million people. Yeah. One on the West Coast could easily take out 2-3 million people.
It could take out damn near
LA. If it take out LA,
majority of California.
That's what I'm saying. If it take out LA and San Francisco in one quake, bro, that's 2-3 million at least. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At least. Just in them, and that's not everybody in those two cities, but just getting a lot of people out of those cities. You could easily do that.
Yeah. Yeah, read that again.
Verse 2. Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Yeah, not just nuclear scares. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to everything that's happening, man.
Yeah. It was an earthquake just in Southern California the other night, like a 4.0, but
you feel that.
Yeah, you feel it. And it wasn't in that San Fernando Valley area. It was I want to say it was more I don't know, south, where I am, down by Ontario or somewhere, but they're popping up everywhere.
I mean, it's gonna be a big one coming too, because
these are foreshocks.
Yeah, because if you look at all these places where Esau frack, like he bring up that oil, it's a lot of earthquake activity around those sites, and that's man-made earthquakes. Even though it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemina Shai, those still create larger earthquakes too. Yeah. In Nevada has a lot of earthquakes too. If you take out the artificial earthquakes, Nevada is number 3 in the states, in the United States for earthquake activity. So it's gonna be one that happen here too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's Esau just continue to kill the earth, messing with the earth. The Lord put all the things and elements, the oil down there or whatever, he put it there for a reason. Mm-hmm. But Esau, goes throughout the world and pillages the whole planet.
Trying to look for profit and power.
Right. I'm gonna keep going on.
Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 4, then thou will understand.
Wait, read that third verse.
Okay. Therefore, when thou shalt see therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, because he declares the end from the beginning. Now, it says that you shall see not just only earthquakes, but also uproars of the people. Yep. That's happening on a worldwide scale, man. Yeah. Okay? That's happening worldwide. Constant violent protests, clashes, people taking it to the streets, a lot of seditions.
It's always, right now, it's two sides. There's always somebody versus somebody else, two sides.
Yeah.
For everything right now.
Yeah.
People are not unified in the earth right now.
No, nobody.
Whatever their agenda is, there's somebody opposing that same agenda in every facet of life right now.
Yeah, even your own government is divided. There was an uproar about that.
Yeah.
The fact that they couldn't come to an agreement soon to prevent a government shutdown.
Right.
And your issue is immigration.
It's enough to shut the whole country down, because of immigration.
Yeah. But see, that's where we at. That letting you know right there that this kingdom is divided up, man. Letting you know that it can't stand any longer. It can't stand any longer, man. So yes, the day of your destruction, you cannot prevent it. It's nearing very fast, man. It's getting very close. The Lord's cutting your days off, man. That's why all these things are escalating in the earth. Everything is snowballing. You got nation rising against nation. These different wars that are happening. What's happening over there between Turkey and Syria? Dealing with those U.S.-backed Kurds. That's causing major conflict, man. And this is between two NATO allies. Two NATO allies, man.
Yeah. There's no they don't care, man. Basically, I forget the word that I forgot the phrase that they use, but basically, there's no love in war, so to speak. There's no just because we're supposed to be friends. Yeah, just because we're supposed to be friends don't mean that we got to get along on this issue also. We get along on certain issues, but we don't have to get along on this one issue over here.
Yeah.
And that tension is foreshadowing the split of the NATO.
Yeah.
And all the nations.
Yeah.
And eventually they're going to come against America, that through prophecy.
Yeah.
But they're going to fight amongst each other first.
Yeah.
To make it, because they got to look like Trump is going around. So bro, Trump is really going around the earth right now talking about America first. Like his America First tour. He's really letting the whole earth know that that's what he's all about. And so they're gonna have to start picking up that same mantra. Like, hey, we gotta be about us first.
Well, that's the sentiment of that's the sentiment of the EU right now.
That's what exactly.
He had that. I think they had I forget what it was called, but they had a face-off, and it was Angela Merkel, and I believe she joined the president of France, Macron, and they was basically showing how this whole Trump, America First mentality is not beneficial for us here in Europe. We might as well just take everything into our own hands and not have to worry about depending on the West.
Yep.
Because saying America first, you're cutting off a bunch of business partners.
Yeah.
Those same people that you donate money to or during those conferences, you cutting them off. And that's cutting off imports into the United States.
Yep.
So it's just creating more tension.
But see, his idea, just to say this, his idea is, okay, we'll cut them off, then we'll start producing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And that'll make America actually have business and have a supply of something that'll create a demand for
He's
it.
trying to bring America back to that stage where they had a lot of factories and they're producing everything here.
Right.
When we know the spirit is never going to get back to that stage.
And even say he does create all these companies where it's producing all these different goods. Other countries still have to want the goods from America. Because China is still producing. All those other countries are still producing those goods.
Right. We need their money to come into here.
Because you can't forget that America owes these countries money.
Trillions of dollars.
Trillions of dollars. Owes China's trillions of dollars. So those goods that's China producing, it's like increasing the debt every time shipments come over here.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah, the end. What end? Your end. Yeah. The end of your society, your rule. All right, that's what's being manifested to end. We're at the end of your reign on the top right now, man. That's why everything is divided, everything is polluted. Okay? Everything is totally destroyed, man. And there's nothing you can do to return back to the glory days. There's nothing you can do. Nothing, man.
Yep.
You reach your climax. You reach
your pinnacle.
Yeah, it's only downhill from here.
It's only downhill.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to bring it up a notch, with your newer order. Try to because you're already doing it through your technology. Get everybody conditioned to accept your artificial intelligence. Everything pretty much going to become digital. We about to start working with robots now. Even your sex life is going to be dealing with robots. Technology. Yeah. So that you pretty much in sufficiency right now. All right. You're at you're pretty much damn near there. But that's when the Lord's going to put a stop to you, man. Everything can go as smooth as you think it's going to go. Everything don't always go planned, man. Because everything, this is all the Lord's will. He's even working on your minds. That's why it's getting to the point where it's getting, where a lot of the leaders right now, they all thinking and contemplating about shooting nuclear missiles. That's why they constantly doing a constant missile fire test.
Yep.
Every day. They said since that Iranian nuclear deal, Iran let off 23. and 50 of them were nuclear. Okay? The tension with North Korea. And then we can't forget about the conflict between India and Pakistan. And both of them hold the nuclear missile. Mm-hmm. Both of them. Mm-hmm. It could get ugly either way. So this is the reason why they're saying that the doomsday clock is nearing to midnight, 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's funny that they chose midnight to be the time, right? Because at midnight, what happens to Cinderella? You know, and that's what's going to happen to America when the clock strikes midnight. You know, that's the analogy right there. Cinderella at midnight for America.
And this is from Al Jazeera. It says nuclear fears push doomsday clock closer to midnight. Last time clock was at 2 minutes to midnight was in 1953 when the U.S. and Soviet Union were testing hydrogen bombs.
War.
Which was,
Cold War at that point. Right.
Cold War. It says Robert Rosner, chairman of the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, moved the minute hand of the doomsday clock to 2 minutes to midnight. The symbolic doomsday clock, which represents how close humanity is to destroying the planet.
Thank you. You said it. How close humanity is to destroying the planet. No, this is Esau.
Yeah.
This is him doing all this. It ain't all of humanity ain't doing this.
Yeah, you're gonna put it on humanity when you're the one that came up with the tool. You came up with the weapon.
And it's you and you. It's Esau versus Esau.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Here we go.
Yeah, here come the devil. Ignore this devil, man. I got a video for you already. I'm gonna upload it. All right, Lord willing. All right, after this live stream, I might upload it. But you ain't got nothing to say, Ricky. You have nothing to say. All right. You can spam our comment board, our chat room, whatever. Yep. Do what you do,
Troll,
man. We ain't worried about you right now.
Thing, man.
We gonna push this word out, man.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. You devils are through. We talking about your end right now, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
That doomsday clock. Hey,
it's talking about you.
It's talking about the doom of you and your people. Mm-hmm. All right. The doom of you Edomites, which a lot of other people they gonna get caught up in that too.
Mm-hmm. 2/3 of our people. Hey, that's what your purpose is.
Yeah.
You know, you accept this. If you want to talk about us accepting something, accept this. Accept the fact that the end of your world and what you all were created for was destruction. And once that destruction comes to a high point, when the Most High can fulfill everything, there's no more use for you on the planet, and you will be eradicated off the planet. Period. Point blank. Your purpose is nearly over.
Yep.
It's Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Mm-hmm. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
And Idumea is a Greek way, right, of saying Edom. It's the Greek way of saying Edom. That's talking about you so-called white people, man. You Edomites. Mm-hmm. Not because according to your skin color, but according to the spirit that the Most High created you with.
That's right. Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's you devils.
The false god, huh? We're gonna see who's the false god when the sword is bathed in heaven and come down on Idumea.
Hey, I mean the doctrine that they coming with, this satanic doctrine that they coming with, pretty much he's saying that all the Christians, all right, the white or Protestant Christians, all right, the apologetics, whatever they call themselves, Reformed theology. He's pretty much saying that they're the Israelites, they're the spiritual Israelites, and they're saying that everything was pretty much fulfilled by 70 A.D.
Yeah, so where's the
so
Lord?
basically, where's the kingdom at? Where's King David? Where's the Lord at? Yeah. Why are these nations getting ready to go to war right now? If everything already was fulfilled, show me that. Right? Unless you're telling me that the Most High, he left out everything else that would happen later.
You off right there.
Yeah. So, the Lord never knew you. That's what you couldn't mind.
Hey, this man is the devil. Lord ain't dealing with. He's just throwing anything out.
Yeah, right now he should, because he feel like he's getting a little attention. We clowning, man. This is just for fun. We just took a minute out to clown you. Everybody
is happy when they behind their computer.
Yeah,
you know. Everybody feel like they could speak up when they behind their computer. What you gonna do when martial law come?
Yeah.
What you gonna do when you in the famine? When you gotta eat your kids if you got one?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. What you gonna do when you gotta watch over your wife cause she's screaming cause a Gerger troop is getting her? Yeah. What you gonna do in that time? See, you don't even understand that you coming against the men of the Lord.
Bro, this is an Edomite.
Come, bro.
This is the devil.
Yeah. It's a demon.
This is Esau, man.
You gonna get it too. You forgot Matthew 12:36. Every idle word.
Yeah.
You gonna take. You gonna give account in the day of wrath.
Yeah.
You saying our God is false? He gonna show you again that he real.
Yeah.
You know we don't sweat over demons like you. Yeah. We just know that you are just another vessel me for destruction.
Yeah. If I may say this, right quick, when we're talking about the doomsday clock, right? The whole point of that is just so you understand that something big is about to happen, and once it happens, we're gonna see. That's why I hope they need to move it up to seconds. I mean, just get to the point. So once it gets to the point, all you people out there talking all that jazz and all that, we're going to see what's really going on. We're going to really see who's what and who believes what and who really has faith. Yeah. That's the moment I can't wait to get to when it all goes down. Yeah, I'm going to be scared like everybody else, but guess what? It's going to be a difference between everybody else and what you other people do. Shalom,
bro.
Yeah, that guy is Satan, bro.
Yeah.
You
see on the comment board, right, bro?
He's Satan. You know?
Yeah.
No, we not finna. No, we. First of all, ain't nobody finna come on your struggle radio show. Yeah. Nobody's listening
like
to you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to really deal,
come on.
Then come out here.
Hey, because
bring your ass out here and we'll deal face to face. Let's deal how the prophets and the apostles did.
That's right.
They dealt face to face in the synagogues and the streets.
Yeah.
Let's deal that way.
Come on.
Come on, Israelite.
Come on, man.
Just say that's what you are.
He's not no.
Bro.
That's Esau.
He looking for because like the apostles say, man, we know it ourselves. Y'all don't get no views until you talk about the hot topic of a Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
Y'all don't get nothing.
Yeah, so nobody's going to pay attention to you unless you're not talking about the Israelites, man. Let's just keep it all the way real.
Straight up, man. Nobody cares about nothing you talking about. They heard it all before.
Yeah.
But they ain't heard this before. That's the difference.
Yeah, but let's not have him pull us, off topic. We had a topic we was going to stay in the spirit.
Stay with it.
Stay in the spirit,
You want me to stay in 2nd Ezra 9?
I got to pre on the time too.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Let me go back to the article. All right, enough for you. We didn't give you a little time, acknowledgement. All right, we finna cut you off now. All right. Now let's get back into it. This is back in the article from Al Jazeera. It says the symbolic doomsday clock, which represents how close humanity is to destroying the planet, is the nearest it has been to signaling the end of the world since 1953. It says the clock was moved forward by 30 seconds on Thursday by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists because of mounting concern over nuclear war and climate change.
Yep.
Right? So this is what the scare is. Because they're getting closer to a nuclear war. The fact that you got Russia sending spy ships, they got spy submarines off the coast of America that has nuclear capabilities. Just swimming under in the waters, hovering around the Americas, man. All right, you got America sending carriers over there by the South China Sea, and you got basically the Chinese saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to axe, if y'all keep on provoking us like this." Okay, a lot of them setting up they put more uranium into their nuclear program. A lot more nuclear missile test fires, ballistic missile test fires. Okay, it's happening. It's happening, and the Lord is speeding up the pace, man. And these nations, it's like an arms race right now. But how they're putting all their money into their military and their technology, because they know that it's going to trickle down to a last world's war, a third world's war, and that's what they're all they're gearing up their citizens for it. All right, they having drills. They telling them, hey, how to learn how to basically deal with a situation like that when it becomes nuclear.
Only one that ain't doing it is the one that's gonna get destroyed. The main one that get destroyed is America. How come we ain't doing drills? Everybody that's getting all these arms and getting prepared with all these missiles is preparing their people for being hit with missiles. But America. And everybody has their missiles pointed at America.
And that's why it's going to be so beautiful when they actually hit. You know, because the American people are the proudest, the most arrogant, you know, they're the least believing. You know, so when it hit here, it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
You know,
the worst people on the planet.
The worst people on the planet.
It's going to be like a thief in the night, like the scriptures say. Look at all those people in Hawaii that was going, you know, a Saturday morning about to go along their day, and then siren went off, alert went off on their phone. And they thought it was the end. That's the same. They're gonna get the same feeling again, but it's gonna be on a mass level here in America.
That's right.
You know, the president's gonna make an announcement. You know, due to the
as he's born from Air Force One.
Due to the current conflicts and around the world, nuclear missiles have been shot on America. Godspeed. Cut off. You know. So it's coming to America, and America's not gonna be prepared. You know,
and somebody get Joel 3. Get Joel the 3rd chapter, 3 like 9 and 10. 3, 9 and 10.
I got it. Joel chapter 3, verse 9 says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles," and that's the Gentiles of the other nations.
Yeah, the real Gentiles, the natural Gentiles. Go ahead.
It said, "Prepare war."
Prepare a war. All right, and that's what's happening. Okay, we didn't have World War I, World War II, and this one, this is gonna be the last one. The one that they prepping up now, it's gonna be the last one. And you see how it's gonna be the last one, because it's gonna be nuclear. Billions of people are gonna drop. They're gonna die when those arrows get to flying, man.
That's right.
And this is what all these nations are gearing up for. That's why they're very frightened that they have to move the hand of the doomsday clock closer to midnight, because they seeing how deadly this can get, and it's going to get deadly because it's appointed of the Heavenly Father. It's His purpose. Okay, and He's gathering all you nations over there in the Middle East for His people's sake, man. Okay, He's gathering all the militaries of all you nations over there in the Middle East. Right. That's why it's conflict in Syria. That's why what happened between those Kurds. All right, and those Turkish forces. That's why that's happening over there. That's why you got the Chinese, they setting up their militaries over there in Africa. That's why you got the Russian troops down there in Syria. Okay, that's why you got
chess right now.
It's a big chess game, man.
Position
all the pieces are being moved by the Heavenly Father.
And they're all being positioned right. In that
theater of war,
in that Middle East, that valley of
Jehoshaphat.
Right over there in that area, man. All right.
Verse 2. Yeah. Let me jump up to 2, then I'll jump right back down.
Go ahead.
Joel 3, verse 2 says, "I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, and in my heritage Israel." Now, if that's already done, why is this still lining up? Right. if y'all Israel, if you guys are in Israelites and all that's past and all of that, we already named a few things, but why are they still positioning themselves in the Middle East over there? All the countries, and you can go right now on RT or any of these other news stations.
The doctrine that this demon is preaching is that everything already been fulfilled.
That's what I'm saying. So
he's preaching what you call a preterist doctrine. Which preterism, that's a doctrine of the devil, man.
That's right.
That's a true doctrine of the devil, man. You might as well put the book down if everything was fulfilled.
Right. What do we say?
But why is war still going on? Why is all these nations and armies being gathered over there in the Middle East as we speak? Why is that happening?
Why is it still happening?
If everything's already been fulfilled already.
And why is this book not written in your heart? Why do we still need the book?
Where's the second covenant? When was that fulfilled?
Well, yeah, come on now. Anyway, I'm going to finish that and jump back down. It says, "I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." I'm going to jump back down. It says,
because you got them damn rats over there.
Yep.
Defiling our land, because that's our land.
That's right.
All right? The people that belong in that land are not in that land. They're still under the hands of the so-called white man, Esau.
That's right.
Them rats over there, they defiling it, man. That's why it's nothing but war over there. Those Palestinians, those people in West Bank, Gaza, those violent protests and them killing each other, man. That's because those of you that's over there fighting over that land, you don't belong over there.
And one wrong turn could cost you.
Yeah.
If you turn down one road and don't stay on, or come to a fork in the road and you make the wrong turn, you just got killed.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is over there.
Good.
Verse 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up.
Yeah, that's all those military forces, man. Russia, China.
All hands on deck.
Yeah, man. You got Iran, Turkey.
Yep.
And a lot of those NATO allied countries, they're starting to position themselves against America, man.
Yep.
Okay? It's getting deep right now, man. It's getting hot over there.
Yep.
After all that is happening right now, but yet everything in the Bible is already fulfilled, then what the hell?
Yeah, what's that?
The Most High, is there a whole nother book that He hasn't revealed to us yet? That we got to go and study and try to seek out why is all these things happening right now? No, it's in this book. It's in the Bible.
That's right.
It's in the prophets, man.
Your timetable is off. That's why the debt clock. The doomsday clock is a lot closer to what this clock is talking about than what you guys' clock is talking about.
Yep.
You know. Keep reading. Verse 10 says, "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears."
Yeah, beat your forming instruments into weapons of war.
That's right.
Okay, the money that you would take to put it into your agriculture to produce food. Now take that money and put it towards your military.
That's right.
Beef up your military might, your technology. Create more missiles. Okay, more Black Hawk helicopters, submarines that carries ICBM missiles. Okay, missile defenses.
The Moab, the
Con.
mother of all bombs. I forgot the other.
Right.
They got Satan.
They got Satan 2, the M-Topol missile.
Yep.
ICBM missiles, man. All those things are being test fired, man.
Yep.
Okay, that's like basically all these other nations. They're firing their missiles like you go to a gun range and fire your gun.
Yep.
You test fire your new gun that you just purchased.
No.
You letting off because you practicing.
You're getting your aim right.
You're getting your aim right.
The other analogy I like to make with it is before a basketball game, what do? You practice and you warm up.
Yep.
Then when the clock hits, and basically war, team versus team, you start shooting for real, where it really counts.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's what's coming.
That's right, man. Yeah, them brother. Yeah, Shalom, brother in Cleveland. Yeah, he that devil. He approaches their camp a few times, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Hey man, these devils. Hey, we going into the the day of their destruction.
Yep.
Okay, that's something that they have no power of turning the hands back from.
Yeah, this doomsday is just basically keeping the clock on the doom of your nation.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Because after this war, after the nuclear war that goes on, you guys are out of power. You're gonna go to work and be a regular slave nation like the other nations to the true Israelites, and then after that 1,000-year clock starts, it's over.
Yeah.
And then it's all over. There's another clock. Yeah. It's over after that.
We're gonna rejoice in that day. That's gonna be a new feast day.
And since the scripture's written in you, you should know that already. You know, since the Lord came already.
God, and by them doing this clock, it shows that it can't be healed, it can't be stopped.
Yep.
Because the scripts say Babylon could be healed, she would have been healed.
Yep.
But she cannot be healed. So all this is
ain't no peace talks, ain't no peace summits.
No.
Ain't no trying to rationalize. Let's make negotiations. Ain't none of that gonna happen, man. The scriptures already tell you when they shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come. So there's nothing that you can really do. It's appointed that your society or your empire of you Edomites, you're destined to go down.
Right.
And you're gonna go out violently. You came up violently, you're gonna go down violently, man.
That's right.
All right. Let me finish this real quick.
Okay, come.
It says the last time the clock was at. Did you finish that in verse 10?
I did.
Yeah, finish 10.
Verse 10 it says, "Let the weak say I am strong."
Let the weak say that I am strong. All right. Let the weak now say that I am strong, and that's why you see in little countries like North Korea flex big on against America. At one point in time, they really couldn't talk that shit, but now that they got the nuclear missile, all of a sudden now it's a big issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we gotta stop them we gotta stop them. Now this little motherfucker can threaten you and say, hey, I can reach you from over here. Which state you want me to shoot? New York, California? Which one? Illinois?
I've been training.
Hey, I got my button is on I keep it on my desk.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At one point in time, they couldn't talk like that.
Kind of it's like a Jake and niggas saying, "Oh, I always got that strap with me."
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up, man.
That's what it is.
Straight up, man. You know, Iran. These little countries, they getting the nuclear missile. So they can be a part of the fight. They could be in the fight, man. All right. That was it.
There's more,
yeah,
but that's the point. I think.
You can read the next verse. Read
the next two verses after.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, verse 11: "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord."
Yeah, the mighty ones, your armies.
Yep.
Keep going.
It said, "Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
For the valley of decision, the place of the Most High judgment. Yahweh Shaphat, man, because that's where he's going to judge the armies of all of the other nations. Okay, right over there, the Battle of Armageddon, over there by the river Euphrates, man, and that's exactly where they happen to all be gathered. That's where the hotbed is at. Everything surrounding that area, that region of the earth by the river Euphrates, that's where all those militaries are at. There's a lot of military, it's a lot of conflict going on over there. A lot of bombs, drone strikes. All right, you know, a lot of people getting killed left and right. You know, and over there in the border of Syria or Afrin, Syria. That was just the last of it. That was just a recent example. When those Turkish forces dropped the bomb over there to destroy those American-based Kurds that's over there, and the president of Turkey, Erdogan, he promised right before they came over there. He said once the U.S. send those Kurds over there, we're gonna drown them out. Okay, we're gonna drown them out because that's treason. They don't even need to be over there. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." I gotta say this part too. "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe." The earth has never been on this perfect position for everything to come to pass, for all the prophecies to come to pass, the wickedness level of the people to be at this all-time high, to where he has to come down and show himself, and his people's ready to come back and be with him. Well, at least the elect are. The 2/3 are just, it's perfect for everything to happen right now. It don't get better than this. It says, "Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great."
Yeah, that's prophesying of when the Lord comes back.
That's right.
Because you read about that in Revelation, the 14th chapter. How he got to basically set that wine press. That's basically symbolic of him trotting down those nations. All you nations that are ruling right now, the Lord's coming back to take you from your rulership. He's going to destroy your armies, and he's going to put you in subjection under him.
Like we read, we read in Second Esdras when he said everything have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Well, it takes time to buy the field, to till it, to plant your grape seeds, for them to grow, and then you to fill up, harvest them, and fill it all up into the wine press. Well, that's where we're at now. We're till it's full. All that whole process of all the wickedness and all the destruction and everything that went on the earth is fully filled up. That wine press now, and now it's time for it to be pressed out.
Press it out.
That's right.
And all that blood is going to come from the destruction of all you wicked ass people, man.
That's right.
All you so-called white people, you Edomites, as well as the other nations, and 2/3 of our own people.
That's right, niggas.
The scoffers.
Yep.
You know, the niggas. All right, they captain nigga sailor masters, niggas like so wrong.
Yep.
The Black Caesar. All right, the Lord's he's gonna press down on you hard, man. He's gonna come back and destroy you people, man. All right. Hold it up. Let me finish this. It says the last time the clock was at 2 minutes to midnight, where midnight represents global catastrophe, was during the Cold War years when the United States and the Soviet Union were testing hydrogen bombs 65 years ago. Yep. 2017 had proved to be a perilous, chaotic year, said Bulletin President Rachel Bronson. We saw reckless language in the nuclear realm heat up already dangerous situations and relearned that minimizing evidence-based assessments regarding climate and other global challenges does not lead to better public policies. And that's another reason why, if y'all remember going back to the first day of the year, going back to so-called New Year's, you had the UN ambassador come out, and he was basically trying to basically speak peace, because he see that everything is actually on the brink of a global conflict. Okay? And basically for his New Year wishes was that for all the nations can actually come to some type of agreement and appease the wrath that's actually being brought out, man.
The reckless talks of destruction, man. These talks are about destruction.
Yeah.
And even to a point of a kamikaze type destructive talks, man. To where people are willing to catch missiles to destroy basically America, but to shoot their missiles off.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's ticking. It's getting closer, man. All right. What did you have, bro?
It was continuing Isaiah 34, 6.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 34 and 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a great sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Why does the prophet keep talking about Esau? Why does he keep talking about Esau, man? Hey, Ricky, you say Esau is done away with, but yet, why is it that your boy so real or so wrong? He's saying that Herod, basically because the Herodians are Edomites, they're Idumeans, and y'all try to post scriptures in the Apocrypha that say that the Hasmonean dynasty, or the Maccabees, already took out the Idumeans or Esau. So which one is it? How is it that the Maccabees was able to take them out, but yet you got Herodians later? During the Roman Empire, when the Maccabees brothers, that's going back to the Greek Empire.
That's right.
Is he trying to say?
Hey, Ricky, you can't deny that you put that on the comment board. You believe that according to the book of Maccabees, that basically they already got destroyed during that time. So when are y'all gonna get that right? When are y'all ever gonna get it right about Esau, about Obadiah the 18th verse? When you gonna get that taken care of, man? Since we not on a level that we're not scholars, You know, we can't debate real Christians that got a real scholarship and all that. All right, so why can't you be consistent about the prophecy dealing with Esau's destruction?
That's right.
Let's deal with that then.
It should be a known time when this devil goes down, man. The world should know, you know, when the border of wickedness got destroyed. Should be no question about when that happened.
Yeah. Man, he's the damn devil, man.
That's right.
This man is the devil. And supposedly, the fact that he decided to use that book, but yet he discredits that book. He doesn't even believe in the Apocrypha. So why are you quoting a book that you don't believe is valid?
Correct. That's reaching.
We all the same. 2 words.
Only the devil, man.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, but they're that desperate though to save their total their wayward Eurocentric theology, man. Okay.
That's right.
That's it on that. Yeah, you can finish that, bro. If you have more on that.
I'm just finished.
And that was it. All right, Khan. I got another one real quick. This is dealing with India, Pakistan.
Yeah.
This is from the Daily Express. And this site is from the UK. It says India. Hold on. India hints Pakistan colluding with North Korea's nuclear program as new probe sparks. It says India has announced it will hold an investigation into potential leaks between Pakistan and North Korea's nuclear program. Hold up, real quick. Hold up. All right, Connor says, it says earlier reports have suggested that Pakistan, a long-standing rival of India, may have secretly supplied North Korea with nuclear enrichment technology. Mr. Kumar added, we have very clearly mentioned that we not only deplore North Korea's recent actions, but also stated that if its proliferation linkages must be explored and those involved be held accountable. We have spelled out what these heads mean on security. The ministers emphasize the need to ensure freedom of navigation, respect for international law, and peaceful resolution of disputes. All right, so hey, everything is getting nuclear, man.
That's right.
Everything.
They see that there ain't gonna be no compromise. What is the Esau's motto? We don't what is it when they got hostage? We don't negotiate or something like that.
Right.
That's their motto. So what can you do but come in with arms?
Yep.
You gotta go to war. It's the only answer to this, is to go to war.
Yep.
And these other countries is realizing that's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be that. You gotta go to war.
Yep. Matter of fact, it was another one on this same site dealing with World War III. I'm trying to find it real quick. Where is it at, man?
Let's pull something.
Yeah, you can.
This Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for three transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yep.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Can you get that Ezekiel
35.
Is that was it on that?
It says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra.
Yep. He named you in your cities, Esau. That has to happen still.
Oh, Ezekiel.
As soon as you get it, you can pull it.
Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
We don't care about what you do to these other nations. The Most High didn't care about that. He cared what you did to his own chosen people. Let's start up.
Yes, start at 1. Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Mount Seir is the original land of you Edomites. Go ahead, bro.
And prophesy against it, and say unto it,
but let's break it down though. He's not talking straight to those pillars, those rocks, and those holes in the
seven
mountains.
wonders of the world, right?
Oh, he's talking about the people of Mount Seir, man.
That's right.
That's who he's prophesying against. You people.
And who were those people? The Edomites.
You Edomites, man. Yeah. Before let me give y'all a quick little history course. You Edomites out there. You want to know why you're known as a Caucasian? Because the word Caucasian means cave dweller. Do you know that prior to the Edomites taking the land of or being appointed the land of Mount Seir, that there was a group of not Edomites, there was a group of Hamites called the Horites that actually had that land first before the Lord allowed you to take it. The word Horite means cave dweller. So really, when you start calling yourselves the Caucasians, you start to call yourselves Horites, which the original Horites were Hamites, but you living in a land where the original cave dwellers were dwelling at.
Right.
Okay. So hey, you're the cave dwellers.
That's right.
And Mount Seir was your land.
And if you go all the way back into it, it's because nobody wanted to go up there.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to go up there, and that's where you felt safe to go up there, because you was a weak ass nation. But the Lord, like he said in the book of first book of Samuel, the second chapter, he said he can bring the basest of men and set them up as kings of the earth. That's what he did with you.
That's what's going on right now.
That's right.
Yep.
Just to show his power.
Yeah.
And to fulfill everything. And
Yeah.
That's the point.
The Lord said he rules in the kingdom of men and set up over it whomever he will.
Yep.
Just like he raised up Pharaoh and showed his power in Pharaoh, he's doing the same thing with you Edomites.
That's right. You're the modern day pharaohs.
And he's building you Edomites up to think that you're the Most High, that you can't be brought down.
Yep. Yeah. Build that pride up that he hates so much, to make you, because he's just and fair, just so you guys can build up all the things he hates to deserve your destruction. Because he's making you deserve your destruction by saying stuff like, this is already passed and that's not the true God, and you're not the true man. All of this stuff, man, taking account to all of this.
Yeah.
He's going to tie all of this into your destruction.
Yeah, that is pride, man. He expect us to be like, oh, the white man said it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Done deal.
That's it. It's done. Thank you. Thank you, Master.
Thank you. I guess we in the kingdom.
Yeah. Everything, we got to agree with everything he said. Yeah. He has to confirm everything. He has the authority to say what's right and what's not.
Yeah.
He's the one that you got to go to be accepted or validated when it comes to scholarship or education or whatever in this society. And this devil, he shows you he's a racist without even having to make it obvious, man.
Right.
We just gotta be wrong. Everything that we say, it just gotta be wrong. Everything he say, it just gotta be right.
Yeah.
That's the attitude closer to the end of your reign. All right. Get Job. Oh, you just read that, huh? Job 14. Is that what you just read? Okay, yeah, that's done. Hey, man, So your time is getting short. Okay. Hey, and the Lord is also doing that because greater is the end of a thing than the beginning of it.
That's right.
So the Lord is making sure that the end of your rule or your end, he's making that approach very quickly because he's shortening the days also for the elect's sake. The closer this day gets, the more the Lord speed this thing up, the closer the elect finally get into the kingdom and start ruling.
That's right.
All right. The closer that day comes, the closer the day we get our deliverance, man. So it's good for us and bad for you. Okay. Because that's going to be the day that we trade places.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. It's going to be a switch out.
Y'all gonna be the new niggas in space, man.
Yeah.
Let's say this permanently change places.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
This ain't just a trade for a little while.
This ain't trading places.
Yeah. You got that.
Got this 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
The final piece of Esau coming out the womb was the ankle, and Jacob grabbed right onto Esau's heel, connecting them two in time, man. You know.
I thought Esau was done away with. How is he the end of the world, but he's destroyed?
Yep.
He's still here, right? Jacob ain't ruling right now. The scriptures tell how you know Jacob is not ruling right now is because the Lord said when he returns,
That's right.
when he comes back and deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth, when he comes back with the clouds, that's when Jacob's going to rule.
Where if this is just for Ricky, man, if this has already happened, where is the Lord at, man?
Where is he at?
Where is he at?
Because the heaven, his throne, heaven is going to be here on the earth.
Right.
He's going to rule here on the planet.
Where is he at, man?
We're supposed to be if y'all say y'all the Israelites were what wine did the Lord taste with y'all?
For real.
What wine did he say cheers with?
Where the streets of gold?
Yeah, where's the
where is that?
Where's the 12 gates?
The words of my mouth. 12 gates.
Where they at? What happened? Everything already happened, but okay, so where is this? Where?
Nations are still talking about war.
The scriptures tell you when he comes back, nations shall learn war no more. What are you talking about?
The biggest war ever is coming. but we already in the kingdom.
And he also said that he's going to get rid of the weapons of the earth. That's how they're not going to be able to have any more wars, because we're going to destroy all the weapons of the earth.
You can go down to Walmart and buy a gun, right?
Swords it's the opposite.
The opposite, yeah.
I'm trying to think what I said.
That's in Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
Isaiah, that's right.
Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
Yeah, we should just grab that right.
Just go in and grab it.
I got it. Isaiah.
So according to y'all, it shouldn't be no more wars. There shouldn't be no nuclear missiles. There shouldn't be no machine guns, AK-47s, assault rifles. There shouldn't be no submarines, aircraft carriers. Okay, it shouldn't be none of that existing right now. Nations shouldn't be dropping bombs and drone striking hospitals and bombing children and women.
Right.
That shouldn't be happening right now if this is the Lord's dominion. It says the scriptures tell you that his dominion is everlasting.
That's right.
So that means under his rule, everything is going to go according to his power, man. His rule. And he's going to rule what? He's going to rule the world with what? The law. The world ain't under the laws of the Most High. The world is under Satan right now. Yeah, go ahead, Al.
This Isaiah 2 and 4, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people.
Whoa, and for that nigga so wrong, the Black Caesar, Black Jesus, okay, you said that nations are done away with. There's no nations. This is talking about the prophecy of the Lord coming back. He said he's coming back to judge the nations.
All these is talking about judging the nations.
Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
And he shall judge and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. Yep. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks.
It is.
Right now, the opposite is happening.
Right
now, the opposite. They're building their military weapons, their technology to fight. So that's how you know this hasn't happened yet. This is future prophecy.
Hey, North Korea over there hungry, man, but they all right.
Yeah.
Because they build That's why, as hungry as they get, he keeps showing them and sitting off. Look, this is where your food is going. You know, this is where your food is going. Don't trip. I'm not wasting the money. I'm really doing this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In their spears and their pruning hooks, nations shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Hey, let me make a point. Why is that? Because once the men of the Lord and Yahweh Shai is in power, all the nations and everybody of the earth is gonna know not to ever come up against these people.
The whole world's gonna be at peace then.
Yeah, they go, hey, we ain't got no beef. Whatever you say, go. And we gonna have the righteous way of harmony upon the earth.
Yeah, after that whole that war between Yahweh Shai and the NATO troops,
War in heaven.
the war in heaven. Once Yahweh Shai comes back and show you that he's the ultimate power of the earth.
Yeah.
That's when all the nations are gonna fear and be like, all right, there's no match.
Yeah, no, let's say
That's the son of God, and those men that he got with him, those are the children, those are the chosen people.
And
that's truly the God of the planet Earth, the God of the universe is with those people.
Thank you.
You're gonna come to that conclusion. That's why the scriptures tell you that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess.
He's gonna get all the crowns off. Because if you other nations wasn't fighting in the war in heaven, you would still have in the back. Well, I think we can get it. Yeah. And then it would one day have to rise up in heaven. No, let's just settle this all right now. Settle, and it's done forever. It's gonna be such a slaughter. It's gonna be done forever.
Yep.
Throughout the generation of forever. You won't ever consider going up against the men of the Lord or Yahweh Shai himself.
Yeah, was that it?
Kind of that was it.
I got some.
Go ahead.
Romans chapter 13. I might as well start 11. It says, it says, and that knowing the time now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Yep.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand.
And
the clock moving up.
That clock is moving up.
The day is at hand. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, you better put your garment on and lace your shoes up. It's time to go. That's why all hands on deck for the year of prophecy, man.
That's right.
You know, the triple D was last year, the year of the push, and those continue on forever, man. Until we up out of here, to the family of the word.
And the ultimate sign that we are closer to doomsday is that the Lord risen his prophets back up.
That's right.
That's right.
Breath.
He put that remembrance back.
He resuscitated
because the prophets are always the sign of the end of a kingdom.
That's right.
We back.
That's right.
And you can't turn that back either.
And let me say that, but see, you gotta remember, our people wasn't on a high level like this, like we are now. Because it's not, they were prophesying, but they didn't have full understanding. We prophesying with the understanding.
Yeah.
From what things that they said.
We got the understanding of the past, the present, and the future to come.
They were prophesying without the breath fully in them like it is in us now.
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference. Because not only are we prophesying of things that's happening or about to happen, we're also proving that we have that breath of life being put back in us, which was a prophecy in itself.
Yeah. That's right, man.
I got a little more on this.
Okay.
It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. That's pretty much it.
God, so that day is approaching, man.
The day is at hand, man.
Hey, the end of your world, the end of your heaven, is about to be the end of our hell and the beginning of our heaven.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, and that's what you devils. Yeah, it's really tormenting you devils. That's why y'all can't sleep at night. Y'all having a lot of sleepless nights. Every time a video go up, you right there. You making response videos, or you on our comment boards, spewing your rhetoric. That's because really you're nervous. You're tormented, man.
They're trying to prolong their days.
Yeah. And you really hope like hell that this isn't true. You hoping like hell we're not the prophets.
Yeah. You rather there be no prophets and this book not be true than it be us.
Yeah.
They've said it after a sore slaughter with GMS, man. That's what you say.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all scared, man. Ricky, you scared, boy.
Yep.
You scared, man.
Don't be scared. Straight up.
Yeah, you had another. Y'all had something else to close out.
Nah,
let me see real quick.
I mean, we can pull something, you know. I just want to get that for the night at the hand.
The day of
oh man, we look for something.
get Matthew 24. We're gonna end off with that. Matthew 24.
Okay. It's Matthew 24 and 4. Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah.
See that ye
and we touched on that. That's what's going down. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass.
Yep.
But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yep.
And there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places.
Earthquakes in diverse places, that happening every day.
God.
You got pestilences occurring every day. You got the Black Death coming back. You got people now. It's getting even worse. That influenza flu is getting worse. More and more people are dying. They saying thousands of children have died now. Okay, so this thing is getting is getting there, man.
And it's really not being reported on a high level like you think it would, because you know they want to keep the people still in. They don't want the people to panic.
Because then they gonna sell out of NyQuil and all that other stuff. People gonna. But this is the same stuff.
It'll show that the men of the Lord was right also.
Right.
You know, but these prophecies are going to come to pass, whether y'all like it or not. Whether you try to conceal them with your media.
Like you saying, it's gonna be a time where you can't conceal what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, because everything is gonna be happening. It's gonna be at everybody's front door. The news ain't gonna be able to broadcast it because everybody gonna see it.
They're gonna be living the prophecy.
It's gonna be in front of their face.
Yeah.
It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
And we're entering into the beginning of sorrows. And the world is feeling it, man. All right, but it's mild though. Right now, it's not really that bad right now. Wait till the pain starts to intensify.
As bad as it is, it's not that bad yet.
Wait till the pain starts to intensify, man. Just wait. Just wait, man. Wait till the Lord turn the fire up some more. All right, that influenza, that's nothing.
The many hot flashes of war, that's nothing.
That's nothing. Okay. Jump down to 14. No, matter of fact, that was the next verse. Go ahead.
This is 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in the world, in all the world, for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come.
And and this gospel is going out all throughout the world right now. While the Lord got the angels bound in the river Euphrates, holding back the winds of destruction, this gospel is going out 24/7. And the elect are being sealed. Once they all get sealed, there goes your end. Now let's get to it.
Yep.
Just destruction, man. Destruction after destruction, man. Okay? Great death. Go ahead.
Can I jump down to 21?
Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Showing you how significant and how crazy this destruction about to be.
And this right here was partially fulfilled, but it wasn't prophetically fulfilled.
That's right.
Because this tribulation that Yahushua was talking about partially was talking about 70 AD.
Yeah.
Right now, before the kingdom, before the Lord comes back, we got to go through tribulation.
Yeah.
And this tribulation is going to be even worse.
Yeah. And that last one. That last one
It's going to be
bad.
worse than 70 AD.
It's going to be worse, though.
That's Jacob's trouble.
Okay?
And the northern kingdom get to go through this one, too.
Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Well,
That's how bad it's going to be. If the Lord allows this devil to continue his reign and doing what he's doing right now, man, we'd all die off. And then even in the tribulation period, if the Lord allowed this devil to constantly come after his men and destroy all his men, then there would be no Israelites left to be saved.
That's right.
Okay? He has to save his elect. And he's not going to allow this for this tribulation to be so extended to where all his elect can possibly get killed off. No, man. It's going to be some martyrs that's going to get caught up in it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, his elect is going to make it. Okay? And he's going to make it to where the tribulation doesn't last as long enough for damn near all of us to get eliminated by this devil. Because we know you devils want to eliminate us, man. Every last one of us. But the Lord's not going to allow that to happen. That's not in his will. Go ahead.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
And those days are being shortened. That's why we're getting closer and closer to the day. That's why these days are speeding by, man. These weeks are just speeding by.
And you see people still putting 2017. You just got used to writing 2017 a few months ago.
Yeah.
Now it's 2018. People can't get used to it yet.
Yep. Yeah, man. And it's beautiful. Him making the day short for the elect's sake, so we won't have to continuously because the scripture tell you to hasten the day.
Yep.
While we hastening the day,
rush it.
The Lord is actually cutting them days. Yeah. He's speeding everything up as we're hastening. We're eagerly begging the Lord to hurry up and bring this destruction so we can get delivered. Okay? So that's why that's important, man. Okay? So yeah, we're getting closer to the day of your doom, and you cannot turn it back, man.
That's right.
You can't turn it back, man. Those missiles that you're trying to prevent from being shut off, you can't turn that back. 2nd Ezra 16, we're going to close out with that. 2nd Ezra 16.
The second
just like you can't turn back the hands of time. Now I ain't talking about your clock. I'm talking about you can't go back in time like a time portal. Just like you can't do that. Just like you can't turn back a nuclear missile. You can't turn back the day of the Lord. Go ahead. No. 2nd Ezra 16 and like 13 maybe.
Go ahead. Okay. You got it.
With the strong arrows.
Start at
12.
Start Salak. Yeah, you're right. Start at like 2 or 3.
2nd Ezra 16 and 2. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair, and bewail your children.
Yeah, hey, you so-called white people, man. All right, you should be getting ready to mourn.
Yeah.
Mourn for your children. Because what y'all getting ready to go through, what the Lord's getting ready to do to y'all, man. You might as well get ready for it early. But you know how Esau is. I'm finna live it up. I'm finna go all the way out until that day comes.
One more wicked act.
I'm finna get off every urge that I had in stores.
Yeah.
All my pleasures, I'm finna get all that off before that day comes. And even then, even when that day comes, I ain't gonna give it up. We gonna fight. But really, you should be mourning because it's already written what's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna win. When y'all try to come back with the angels, it's already written you're not gonna win.
You're gonna fight.
That's like seeing that's like seeing on a screen a boxing match of you and your opponent fighting before it actually happens.
Yeah.
And you already seen the plays. You already seen how many punches is gonna land. Basically, that you weren't able to get even one punch in.
It's that scene from the movie Sherlock Holmes.
Con.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That scene. He's seen it all happen before.
Yeah. You're not gonna win. You saw yourself get knocked out. Okay? So what makes you think when it actually goes down, you're gonna be able to do a little bob and a little, you know, a little weave, a little bob, a little, you know. You're not gonna, no.
Can't rope a dope.
You're not gonna rope a dope. You're not gonna counter none of that shit. All right, no duck, counter, uppercut, none of that shit. You get knocked out. It's already written, man. Go ahead, bro.
Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
That's it.
Hey, man, warn your children you get ready to be destroyed. Like,
Yep. It's on the end of the world.
that's just, you know, like the Lord is basically telling you, like directly, like, hey, get ready to warn your children. All right, get your Kleenex out. You know, hold hands, do what y'all gonna do, because I'm gonna destroy you. Go ahead.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Hey, who may turn that back?
Killing instrument, man.
Who may turn it back, man?
It's like Final Destination, man. Nothing you can do, man. It's still coming for you.
You can't run from your judgment.
Yep.
Can't run from your destiny. Go ahead.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? And these are rhetorical questions, you know, questions that you already know the answer to. The answer is no. It says, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
This is talking about doomsday. This is all talking about doomsday, man. Go ahead.
The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Automatic cremation. Turn you people into powder, man. Go ahead.
The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also. Before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into all the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent.
According to y'all, that's 2 minutes away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is all 2 minutes away. All right, it's ticking. It's ticking. Okay, as soon as y'all go over there, Iran, go up 1 more minute. Another minute closer, man. The chip comes. You got seconds left now.
Quarter to 12.
You know, straight up, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, until they come upon the earth, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
Man. So basically, you can't avoid it. When that day hits, it hits. It's coming, and that's basically your booking date. You're booked for that date. All right, you can't get a refund. You can't make changes. You know, this brother know about that. You know, certain days when you can't make, it's too late. You can't make arrangements on your tickets for your flights when you book a flight or you know a travel or something like that. Once you booked, you booked. Well, the day of the Lord is booked to destroy you devils, man, and to save the Israelites.
That's right.
Lord willing, we the elect, man. We got booking tickets. Our tickets are booked for our flight on the chariots, man.
Right.
While you're booked for the day of destruction, nuclear missiles, man. Okay, So you can't turn back the day of your doom. All right, Ricky? So, with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, you brothers will edify. Yahweh Shina Shabbat to you, brothers. We're going to give all the praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai.
Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right on time.
Yeah.